Coronation Street villain finally caught by police, but there is a twist. Logan Radcliffe has finally been arrested in Coronation Street for the murder of his brother Mason. Mason, as viewers know, tragically died last month when he was stabbed by his siblings during a scuffle at the precinct. The pair subsequently went on the run, with Maddie being locked up for the crime. With Logan evading justice, he's been able to continue targeting David Platt under the orders of master criminal Harvey Gaskell. Harvey knows that the Platts stole a hefty amount of cash from him, and has so far resorted to knocking over their beloved pooch and kidnapping Shona to prove that he means business. David and his family have been left wondering how they will pay back the thousands. And earlier this week we saw him undertake a robbery job with an old prison pal to get some quick cash. Whilst he was out, number 8 Coronation Street, home to the fam since 1991, was burnt to the ground. A rag was posted through the letterbox and set alight, trapping an unconscious Toya Habib amongst the flames. She'd been knocked out by a vengeful Abby Webster, who knew she'd reported her to social services. Shona, Nick and Max rushed into the blaze, with the latter being trapped as the fire surrounded him. In tonight's episode, Max was carried out of the building and placed in a coma. The whole family were rattled, each blaming themselves for what had happened. There was nobody more guilty than David, who wondered whether the arson was Harvey's next move. After surveying the horrific damage to his property, he noticed the door to Shuttleworth's funeral directors had been damaged. He snuck inside and began an audio recording on his phone, unaware that Logan was hiding behind an armchair in the foyer. An altercation soon broke out, with Logan threatening the soap stalwart with a screwdriver. David said that he knew that the youngster was responsible, and it was time to own up. Logan remained adamant that he had no involvement, and had merely broken into the undertaker's to see his brother's body ahead of the funeral. Sarah alerted her neighbors to something unfolding from inside, and when the police arrived, Logan was swiftly arrested. He noticed that David had been secretly recording him and began to protest his innocence, and it soon became apparent that he had no part in the fire. DC Kit Green informed the family that he had a credible alibi, and that although he would be now trialed for Mason's death, he had been ruled out of the investigation into the arson. Sarah began to cast doubt on her brother's innocence, noticing that he had searched online for ways to claim money on the house insurance. With Max still in a bad way, has David made a deadly mistake?
Thanks for watching and stay tuned for more movie spoilers next week. Goodbye and see you again.